Hi friends, this is Aishwarya from freshersworld.com. Welcome to our YouTube channel on jobs and careers. Today the topic that we are going to look on to it is clocks. So we know that this is how a clock looks. So this is what we call it as the hour hand, and this is what we call it as minute hand. So hour hand we also tell it as the smaller one, and we tell this as a longer one. So the hour hand we know that circulates the 360 degree for every 12 hours. Similarly, we know that the minute hand circulates 360 degree for every 60 minutes. So let us understand how much the hour hand and clock hand moves around across 360 degrees. Let's take the hour hand. We also call it as the short hand. So short hand, we know that it moves 360 degrees for every 12 hours. So 360 degrees every 12 hours. So we want to know how much degrees it moves for per hour. Per hour is equal to 360 divided by 12, which is nothing but 30 degrees. So the hour hand moves 30 degrees per hour. So let's go to the minute hand. Similarly, we know that we call the minute hand as the long hand. So it moves 360 degrees every 60 minutes. So we want to know how much the minute hand moves every minute. So it is nothing but 360 by 60, which is nothing but 6 degrees. So the minute hand moves 6 degrees for every minute. So let's solve a problem to understand this concept much better. So the question that they have given is, find the angle between the minute hand and the hour hand of a clock when the time is 6:30. So how to solve this? Let's consider the hour hand first. So we have to convert this 6:30 into hours. So we know that 6 hours is there, and for 30 minutes we know that we have to divide it by 60. So it's nothing but 6 into 6, which is 360, plus 30 by 60, nothing but 390 by 60. We get it as 39 by 6 hours. So we know that hour hand moves 360 degrees every 12 hours. So 360 degrees every 12 hours means, so we know we have 39 by 6 hours now. So how many degrees it moves? So let's take this as x. So x is equal to 360 into 39 by 6. Let's take 12 here itself. So 65. 9 5s are 45. 39 into 5 is nothing but 9 5s are 45, 4, 195. So let's have this. Let's go to the minute hand now. Similarly, now we are going to convert everything to minutes. So we know that 6 into 60, which is nothing but 360, plus 30 minutes. Similarly, we are going to get 390 here. So 390 minutes. So the minute hand moves 360 degree for every 60 minutes. So we have here 390 minutes. So how much does it move? So we are going to find this. So we know that the minute hand moves 360 degrees every 60 minutes. So if you're going to multiply this, we are going to get a very huge number. So what if we do this here? So every 60 minutes is going to move. So we don't have to find it for the whole of 390 minutes. It is enough if we find it for the 30 minutes. So we're going to rewrite the equation as 360, 60 minutes, 30 minutes. See, this is the same for any other problem. Let's say they're going to ask it as 12:15. So we don't have to find it for the 12 hours or whatever. Whatever the minutes that we are going to get for the 15 minutes, that is the only angle that we need to find. Let it be 12:15, 8:15 or whatever be it. Whatever the minutes that we are going to get for the 15, if you are going to find only for that, that is more than enough. So that's the same concept we are using it here. So it is x is equal to 360 into 30 divided by 60. 180. So we know x is equal to 180. So the hour hand is at 195, the minute hand is at 190. So they are asking the angle difference between them. So which is nothing but 195 minus 180 is equal to 15 degrees. So the answer is 15 degrees. So they're going to ask you the same problem by varying the time. So first you have to find it for the hour hand, keep the answer. Similarly find it for the minute hand, keep the answer, subtract both of it. Then you will get the angle between the hour hand and the minute hand. The topic that we are going to look today is clocks part 2. So in the first part of clocks, we dealt with the basic concepts of clocks and a simple problem following to it. Today we'll be solving few more questions on the topic clocks. Let's get started. So the first question is, at what time between 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock will the hands of the clock coincide? So they are asking, coincide is nothing but when they will meet. That's what they are asking here. So one basic thing that you should remember here is, always remember this, minute hand gains 55 minutes on hour hand every hour. So if you know this concept, it will be very easy for solve the sum. I'll tell you how. So they are saying 55 minutes gain on every 1 hour, which is nothing but every 60 minutes. So what is the question? What is the time between 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock? Your minute hand and hour hand will meet. Let's take this is the clock. So we are starting at 3 o'clock. So we want the hour hand and the minute hand to meet. So how do they meet? When this long hand comes to 3 here. So they will meet together. Somewhere near to 15 they will meet. So it has to gain 15 minutes in order for them to meet. So your gaining minute is nothing but 15 minutes here. And when they will meet is nothing but x. As you know, just cross multiply it. 55 into x is equal to 60 into 15. 11, 12. We know the answer is 180 by 11. Let's solve it. 66 is 4. Which is nothing but 16 by 4 by 11 minutes. So at 16 by 4 by 11 minutes, you can see between 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock, your minute hand and the hour hand will coincide. So how to solve the sum? So first we know that 55 minutes gain for every 60 minutes. Then how much minutes we have to gain here for them to meet? 15 minutes they will meet from 3 to 4. So 15 minutes you will take it here. You have to find the unknown variable here. Once you find the unknown variable, if you find in the solution in case of a fraction, you can fill it as 16 4 by 11. If they have asked in a decimal point, you can just solve it further here and write whatever there in the quotient. So this is how you solve the sum. Let's solve another sum to understand this concept better. So the next question that they have given is, at what time between 5 and 6 o'clock will the hands of the clock be at right angle? So what are the other ways they can ask? They can ask when they are in perpendicular or when they are in 90 degrees. These are the various ways in asking this similar question. So let's take this. So at 5 o'clock. So between 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock, when they will be at right angles. Right angle is nothing but it has to be 90 degrees. Let's say when they will be at right angles. When your clock is at 12. So imagine a clock. If you draw a clock, you will know when they will be at right angle. So here 1 and 2, which is nothing but at 5, 10. So 10 minutes gain you have to take. Is this the only way will be at right angle? No. When this long hand passes the minute hand also, they will be at right angle. So when they will be at right angle? So your will be here, they will be at 40. So 8 also. So first is 10 minutes. Next we have is, it's already in 25 minutes, which is nothing but at 5 o'clock it is, plus your 15 minutes. 40 minutes. So 10 minutes of gain and 40 minutes of gain. So let's solve in both the cases. So in last problem we solved about the minute gain. The same thing we are going to apply it here. So which is nothing but the minutes is equal to 60 by 55 in your minute gain. So before the hour and minute hand meet is nothing but 10 minutes gain. So here 10 minutes of gain you are taking. This is equal to 120 by 11 minutes. Here after these both coincide and this goes 15 minutes ahead. So which is nothing but 25 plus 15, 40 minutes. So 60 by 55 into 40. So 8s are 11s are, which is equal to 480 minutes. So now we know before 10 minutes is 120 by 11 and after is nothing but 480 by 11 minutes. So based on the option that they have provided in the question, you can choose either of the one. So how did we do this? We took the clock. We know it starts from 5 o'clock and ends at 6 o'clock. For the first time for them to be at 90 degrees, your minute hand has to move for 10 minutes, which is nothing but 10 minutes of gain it has to get an right angle. Similarly, after crossing each other, it has to go here. So it has to meet at 8, which is nothing but already it has been in 20, it has to cross this 25 minutes plus another 15 minutes. So 25 by 15, we take it as 40 minutes here. There is another way of solving this problem if you remember a small formula. Let's solve that. So the formula is nothing but A is equal to 30h minus 5.5 m. So A is nothing but angle here. So what is angle they are asking for? Right angle, which is nothing but 90 degree. So 90. 30h, when is the hour starting at? It starts at 5 o'clock. So 30 into 5 minus minutes is the one that we need to find when they meet. So leave that. So moving here, 150 minus 90 is equal to 60 equal to 5.5 m. So m is equal to 600 by 55. So 11, 120. So we can easily see that if you substitute the values here, you can easily find that 120 by 11. So if you are a person who doesn't want to remember the gain and gain before and after and all, just remember this formula. A is equal to 30h minus 5.5 m. So A is nothing but the angle that they have asked and h is nothing but your starting time, that is 5, and 5.5 minutes. M is nothing but as the time that which they are at right angles. So you will substitute what are the values we know and we directly get the answer here. Let's solve another sum. So the next question that they have asked is, at what time between 7 and 8 o'clock will the hands of the clock be in straight line but not together? So similarly, what does straight line mean? Straight line means it's 180 degree. These are various ways in which they will ask it. They will either tell straight line, they are opposite each other. These are various ways they will ask it. So they will start at 7 o'clock. So 12, 3, 6, 9. So what are they asking? So we are going to solve it in both the ways, using the formula and without using the formula. So to be in straight line, so this has to be near 1. So it has to gain 5 minutes. So which is nothing but minutes is equal to 60 by 55 into x. X is nothing but 5 minutes of gain. So 60 by 55 into 5, which is equal to 60 by 11 minutes. How can we solve it? With the formula? A is equal to 30h minus 5.5 m. So let's solve the same problem using the formula. We know the formula is A is equal to 30h minus 5.5 m. What is the angle? They have told it's in a straight line. Straight line is nothing but 180 degree. What is the hour? It's starting at 7 o'clock. So 30 into 7 is nothing but 210 minus 5.5 m is the one that we're going to find. So move it here. So which is nothing but 30 is equal to 5.5 m and m is equal to 300 by 55. Let's divide it by 5. So in this case, you can see in both the cases we are going to get the same answer. It all depends on what method you want to follow and whichever is easy for you. So whichever is easy for you, you can use that method and solve it in a very easy way. The topic that we are going to delve today is nothing but clocks. So in previous videos of clocks, we dealt with the two important concepts and the problems that is followed along that. In today's video, we'll be dealing with simple problems that you can see in this topic. So let's get started. So the question that I given is, clock started at noon. By 10 minutes past 5, the hour hand is turned through, which is nothing but, so they are asking for the angle of hour hand. So we know that hour hand moves 360 degree every 12 hours. So remember this concept. So first thing that we have to do is, they have given 5 hours and 10 minutes. So we have to convert it first. 5 hours and 10 minutes. It's nothing but 5 into 60, 300 by 10. 310 by 60. So now they are asking for the angle of the hour hand. So how do we find it? It moves 360 degree for 12 hours into 310 by 60. So let's solve it. So simple, right? So what we basically did here, so first they have given you the hours, which is nothing but 5 hours and 10 minutes. By 10 minutes past 5 is nothing but 5 hours plus 10. So 5 hours is nothing but 300 minutes plus 10, which is giving you 310 minutes. Now we are going to find the angle of the hour hand. Hour hand moves 360 degree every 12 hours. So we are going to use this and the number of minutes and to find the angle of the hour hand. So let's solve another problem. So the question that they have given is angle between the minute hand and the hour hand when the time is 4:20. So they are asking the angle between the minute hand and the hour hand. So let's get started. So let's first solve the hour hand for 4:20. So as usual, 4 into 60 is nothing but 240 plus 20 is 260 by 60. So we know hour hands move 360 degree every 12 hours. So we know 360 by 12 into 260 by 60. Six fives are 30, 5 twos are 130. So hour hand is at 130 degree angle. So in case of the minute hand, it is very easy. We know that minute is nothing but 20 minutes, and we know minute hand moves 360 degree every 60 minutes. So 360 degree every 60 minutes into 20 minutes. 120. So we know the hour hand angle and the minute hand angle, which is 130 and 120. So what are they asking? The angle between the hour hand and the minute hand, which is nothing but 130 degree minus 120 degree, which is nothing but 10 degree. So the hour hand and minute hand will be at the angle of 10 degree when the time is 4:20. Let's solve another problem. The question that they have given is find the reflex angle between the hand of the clock when the time is 10:25. So as usual, we have to find the angle of the hour hand and the minute hand first. So for hour hand, what do we do? The time is 10:25. So 10 into 60, which is equal to 600 plus 25. So 625 by 60. So to find the angle, we know 360 degree every 12 hours into 625 by 60. 6, 2. So 625 by 2. As of now, let's keep it like this. Next, we will go to the minute hand. So in case of the minute hand, we know that it moves 360 degree every 60 minutes into the 25 minutes. So 5 5s are 12s are 12 3s are 30. So okay, 30 into 5 is nothing but 150 degree. We know the angle of the hour hand and the minute hand. So what are they asking for? They are asking for the reflex angle. Reflex angle is nothing but 360 degree minus these two angles, 625 by 2 minus 150. $325 by 2. So how do I get 325? 2 into 150 is 300. So 625 minus 300 by 2, which is 325 by 2. So multiply this by 2, 12, 720 minus 325. So subtract it, 395 by 2, which is nothing but 395 by 2 is, which is nothing but 197 1 by 2 degree. So based on your option, you can either choose 395 by 2 or 197 1 by 2 degree. So this is nothing but the reflex angle. So this problem is solved in the same way as we did for the earlier problems. We have to find the hour hand angle and the minute hand angle. The only difference is that as they are asking for the reflex angle, what do? We take the 360 degree minus the value of the hour hand and the minute hand. So once you solve it, you will get the angle here. So if you are a person who is looking for a job, kindly register in freshersworld.com. Like this video, subscribe to our channel. Thank you.